round 1, heat number 7, Stephanie Gilmore and Erin Brooks out in the water. This is a rematch for what we saw, obviously, at Burleigh last year, where Erin got the win on Steph, and just last week over at Margie's, Erin again.
Oh, here goes Erin.
Kick off with some action here. Erin, the lone goofy foot out in the lineup right now, just absolutely teeing off on this wave. She's got such a fast, zippy backhand, a lot of water drawing off the bottom of the sandbank. She's going to hold on. Goes down as that wave really does start to drag off on the sandbank here. But Sierra, like you're saying, Caroline got to know Erin really well with the Nowadays film, but she is just such a good surfer.
Yeah, she's, as Sierra said, she's just super fast and electric. I think she surfs really well when the waves are really cuppy. She did well to make this turn here. Like, even though she kind of got caught behind it, like when I first met her, she was a bit shy, and now she's coming out of her shell, and she's just like, she's such a legend. She's definitely one of my good friends on tour, so that's super cool. And as we see Steph, you can just tell, like, their styles are so different, and Steph's got more of, like, the carvy, like, very smooth approach, and Erin's, like, super tight in the pocket. So hopefully this wave turns out for Steph, but it looks like it's kind of, she might be looking to get the jet ski surfing her whole life. So she'll be really clued in on what waves to get. But as you said, sometimes a wave can look like it's 1 foot taken off and it just grows and gives you like 6 perfect sections. So I think whoever just ends up on the good waves will probably win this heat. But even though this wave wasn't that good, Steph, she looks really smooth. So I hope they both get a lot of opportunities, and I feel like we'll see fireworks.
When you look at the comparisons of the styles, Sierra, Steph, obviously one of your biggest role models.
You want to be against the best people because it just makes you so much better. So I'm sure Erin's obviously a bit probably like, well, I got Stephanie Gilmore in my heat, but also probably like really excited about it. So, and you know, I think Erin's really good at rising to the occasion. Yeah, neither of these girls want to lose. That's why this heat's so cool and so exciting. So we see Erin taking off under priority.
A little bit far behind the point here. She's going to swoop to start us off. We're waiting for it to really pick up on the inside so we can see that traditional Erin Brooks wind up. Bit of wobble to deal with here. This is that section where we talk about the wave growing. We want to see it building down the line, and this just feels like it's going to be a moment where Erin's going to hop on the ski, hopefully get back out. The tide, it's really starting to drop out now.
Have it like that. Here goes Steph on one.
Wow, starts off with a really nice turn in the pocket here. That trademark swoop from Steph Gilmore as well. Just the way she surfs it. Watch how she stays so nice and tight in the pocket. Swoops back again. Let's hope that she can get some room to work on the inside. She tucks in. She's super deep, but she's going to come out here. You can hear the beach. This is the lady they've all come down to watch. Floats the end section, but can't hold on for the finish there. But there's nothing quite like watching Steph Gilmore at Snapper Rocks. It's a privilege to watch it. I called it that in the Dawn Patrol this morning.
Looks like she made that barrel. This wave looked really nice from the start. Really cool. She went straight up into the lip to start, and then her just trademark swooping carve, and then goes back in the lip right here. And then you can just tell she was just like waiting for this thing to double back up. Then yeah, parks it for the barrel. She looked almost like she was going to be too deep, and then she came out, which was, yeah, fully disappeared. That was super sick.
I was shocked that she made that barrel, to be honest, and then came through to that. It's really hard when you get to that inside section, having a bit of wobble moving through that, but flow state, she still looks like she's just cruising. We'll get back to that. Erin, her turn to answer back here. Goes nice and tight in the pocket for a second time. We're waiting for some fireworks on this wave. There it is. Big looking turn here for Erin Brooks. She'll swoop back again. You can see, looks out the back, maybe not overly sold on this inside section here. And she's not. She's going to kick out of this.
1 or 2 more, then you're looking at some big numbers.
Let's go back to, actually, I'll get back to this. Steph, she's going to swing again here. Swoops to start off. You can see she's looking a lot more electric on this wave as well. A bit of a weird bump happening through this section here. Let's see what she can do through the inside. Comes in, big section, clicks with it for Steph Gilmore. Looking to drop a 417. She might get a little bit more down the line here. She's going to hop over it, but it looks like she's just going to keep it jumping on that jet ski right now, thinking about that 417.
But it was nice she was able to get the finish. So you see her taking off. She took the way from Erin, and nice swoop. I really like that opening carve and just smooth Steph. And then yeah, like you said, it was kind of a weird little bobble in the middle of the wave. She did well just to kind of keep it smooth through the transition, and then was able to slam the finish. So I liked it.
Steph, she's just so good at surfing. It's just so easy to watch her. It's really similar to, you know, guys, I know it's kind of generation that we all got to look up to. She had a really incredible heat against Anat Leilior, a part of that GOAT collective like Steph Gilmore. Just goes down on what was a really good-looking wave and a good-looking first section here for Steph. You know, get that 3-6 and teed up with a couple more moments. She did exactly that here, Sierra.
Yeah, for sure. There was actually a lot of bump on this wave, but she was so patient of where she was going to put her turns, and she timed them perfectly. So I wouldn't be surprised if this goes into her scoreline, that's for sure.
Just loving the aggression she's surfing with here. As a fellow goofy footer, the way she surfed this wave, Caroline, how'd you feel about it?
Yeah, she did super well. It kind of made her go out in the face a little more, and then you saw the last turn she got lip and timed it really well, and I feel like that's where most of that score came from. But she did surf it really well for what it had to offer, and oh, Steph goes down on that one. But it's so funny. Tyler said it's her 8-year-old dream. It's so true. Like out there, it's so hard not to take every single wave, because in a normal free surf at Snapper, it's just the most crowded wave in the world. So, oh, here we go, Erin.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at a replay. So this happened while we were in the break. This is better timed here, Caroline.
Yeah, for sure. The first two turns, she timed it nice, and then she's kind of just waiting for this thing to redouble up. And you can tell in the body language, she kind of just realized that wave wasn't going to give her much. So
to get and crack the CT one day.
Yeah, for sure. Here goes one of the best out here.
Steph, she's going to give us a roundhouse to start off. Looks like she was stepping on a leggy.
Here we go.
Let's see this one grow down the line. Steph just pacing her time.
Oh, yeah.
Now it starts to open up here. Floats on this first section, comes around nice and tight in the pocket for the greatest of all time. Wow, lays into what is a good-looking carve. Second double-up ledge down the inside. You could see, looked like she was pointing at a barrel down the end, but just her wave selection, Sierra, it's impeccable out here.
Hoping to make back on challengers and just, yeah, trying to get healthy still. But, yeah, I'm feeling a lot better than I was, that's for sure. So definitely excited to compete again and hopefully be on the CT soon.
Yeah, and watching waves like this from Steph would get you fired up.
Oh, for sure. I mean, if I found this wave at Snapper, I'd be very happy, even though I surf here way too much. So
clicked that first section beautifully, but just the end part here through Sierra where she got those big 3 turns, that's the money in the score.
Steph has gotten that, has that little molly grower. She could tee off, so I just really want to see her get one of those.
Steph clicks and falls on that first section again. You can see that low tide. Sierra at the Breitling 2-minute countdown. Looking like Steph is going to have a little look at this one. She just wants to keep swinging. That one's going to taper off here. You know, without giving too much away, Caroline, as a goofy footer, is there...
Really excited to watch her at Raglan. I think she has a lot of confidence from macaronis, and here she goes.
Yeah, looking for a 7.93. Erin Brooks looking to do her best Cal Robbo here. Rio to start it off now starts to get into some bigger looking turns. This one's growing down the line. Hooks into her third turn. She's swooping. Let's see another big section. She's going to click it for a finish here. Big turns on that wave there for Erin Brooks. For Steph right now. Erin got her right at the end as well. Sierra, what do you take me through this wave and what you think?
Next 2 turns were pretty insane. I wish it just, that was a crazy turn. I wish this wave just kept going for her, because I think she would have put up biggest score if it just kept running. Did kind of bend at her at the end, but she surfed about as good as
fireworks then that heat.
And we're going to see the GOAT move on through. We're going to see her compete again out here. And I feel like there's a lot of fans on the beach, and I feel like Sierra Kerr